engage and now acquire them. What is the primary pain point that you face?
Getting the first transaction of a user is really difficult when it comes to driving in a remote area, right? There are a lot of barriers which we come across that a user would be facing while making his first online purchase. And this is a platform where we are bringing him for the first time. He is not really very used to online payments. He is not used to online shopping at all. And we here on the flip side we are sort of saying that, okay, let's go ahead and make your first large transaction online, right? It is a significant value transaction, and to gain a customer's trust and to sort of remove all the barriers which are there is significantly important in driving the first transaction. So the moment we have first transaction of a user, it becomes easier for us to drive the second, third, fourth and consequent transactions if we deliver a very good experience on the first order itself.
Understood.
So that's our primary objective, where we deliver best experience across all the orders. And first orders, we definitely try to sort of not make any kind of issue. We ensure that we iron out any issues if at all that happens. We ensure that we provide a healthy return policy to our customers. We ensure that we are present at the right places where our customers would be present, right? And the idea here is to basically ensure that how can we minimize the clicks for a customer, which takes a customer from coming to Flipkart to making a purchase, right?
Yeah.
So if a typical journey, if we were to look at, you want to buy a mobile phone which is under 10,000 rupees and you want to buy a best Android phone, you would go to Google and you'll search best Android phone under 10,000 rupees. You'll end up on a blog possibly, or a tech comparison website, which would definitely be our affiliate partner, and eventually we will reduce the number of clicks which it requires to come to Flipkart.
Got it. So diving a little deeper, right? When you're trying to solve for that, when you're trying to engage that customer so that they click and finally make their first purchase for that matter and acquire, come through to Flipkart, what do you think there is the challenge that you face? Is it that do you see there's not enough personalized content sometimes, or there's no vernacular content, which means that you're not able to reach certain sects of the market, or is it just that attribution is not there where you need it, so that you understand which channels are working for you and which aren't?
So attribution definitely remains a big challenge if you are not doing it right. And what we do at Flipkart is we try and attribute the conversion to the right channel which we have driven it from, and between the channels as well we have a very holistic view on what a particular channel would be driving and what kind of metrics we will measure that channel on, right? So what I personally like is and I do it on practice as well, is I measure everything but I don't attribute everything. Yeah. So it's good if you measure everything. I think that's great. If you are measuring everything, you should measure, you should know, you should be able to do different cuts of data, and you should be able to figure out that, okay, this is what is working for me, this is not working for me. Have different attribution windows, figure out what is the right attribution window to have different attribution methods as well, right? Today, it's not really a last click kind of a world anymore, right? Today we are talking about data-driven attribution, we are talking about machine learning coming into attribution, right? And we are talking about so much of data going into just attributing that what channel has driven us this transaction, or how the user's journey has been between the investments which we have made in the different channels, right? So it is very important to do it right, and if you're not doing it right, there's nothing which can be done, and you'd end up investing in the wrong channels.
Got it, that makes sense. Just sort of jumping trains here right now, right? Moving from challenges. When you look at the next year and beyond, right? What do you think will be the major marketing trends that will dominate from your point of view?
So next year, 2020, we definitely see content becoming really big. There is a lot of content which is there out right now, and if you typically look at people who are online right now and not purchasing, where they would be, right? If you were to typically look at a journey of a tier 4 person or a tier 3 customer, he would typically be on different content websites. He would be consuming content. He would have all the content apps. He would have the social apps, right? So these are the first apps which a customer would install, and this is our primary gateway to get to a customer who's really driving a new user for us, right? A new user and a growth driver for us. So we are investing heavily on developing strategies which will help us take the routes which would be definitely integrated into content, and then serving that content in a fashion where it is linked to commerce and ends up into commerce as well. It could be through pure play content route, or it could also be through a social/content route.
Thank you so much for your time today, Shreya.
Thank you so
It was
much.
fabulous.